Ninjas. All right, so I know some of you have ninja training gear at home, and that's why we're just going to talk about that really quick, some of the options you have for working out at home. So obviously if you have different grips, these are just our steel or aluminium pipes. So this is just one example. You've got cannonballs from Aussie Grip and all those sorts of things. Cannonballs, cones, bungees. There's heaps and heaps of different options, but I'm just going to use these to demonstrate. Basically, if you have these set up at your house, it might just be one set like this, or you might have a row. Okay, it's just going to change your training a little bit. So the first thing you can do is obviously just hanging on different shapes. So the longer you can hang, just checking that I'm not stepping on the floor, the longer you can hang off the thing, the better. Okay, giving you more sort of familiarity with different shapes. Okay, because we're very used to a horizontal bar, but then we change the shape and suddenly we can't do it. You can work on one arm hangs if you want to. Okay, a little bit more challenging, especially on those. All right. But that's just about building some endurance with your grip and just making sure you're comfortable on that particular type of obstacle. Okay. Your other option is you can then start working the strength and range of motion through that obstacle. So we have a dead hang, which we were just doing, but then we can do, even if it's just the active passives up and down, or we can start doing full range pull-ups. Okay. So you can work on those just to make sure you've got those grips there. And even if you only have two, you can start to string it together and just work on your matching and moving. If you obviously have a longer run, like I happen to have a pretty decent run here in our Shinobi school, but basically if you have a longer run like some monkey bars or whatever, you can do that and use that. If you don't, it's cool, you can actually just shift your weight across. So even just with two, okay, I can be here, I get my swing, shift across, grab that one, shift across. Okay, so I'm just still getting that feeling, that endurance, that strength work in. It's just not the way we would like to do it necessarily. Okay, and obviously depending on your setup at home, you might have access to laches, you might have access to a bunch of other stuff, but there's some simple things. So hanging, range of motion, and then obviously moving through obstacles. Okay, they're just some simple things to keep you fit and ninja ready while we're out of the gym. All right, see you guys.